James Keach here, one of your PGA professionals from the Taunton and Pickeridge Pro Shop team, and welcome to the next part of your lockdown putting plan. Okay, so we've looked at the basics of strike and start line and how we can improve them and their importance. Today we're going to look at speed control. So the speed of the putt is really important because if it doesn't match your intended start line or the read you made, then the ball is not going to go into the hole. So your start line is going to be dependent on the speed in which you set out when you made your read of the putt. So got a nice easy little drill for you to set up at home and something that's quite nice and fun, and really all it's going to do is test your speed control skills and help you to improve them while giving yourself a little bit of competition against yourself. So let's have a little look at what we're going to do. So all we're going to do is really just set up a series of benchmarks or zones, if you will, using tee pegs just placed on the floor. So I'm going to set out a little starting position for my golf ball. I'm then going to place a tee about 3 foot in front of that, and then I'm going to place some tees every foot going up depending on the space you have. So if you've got a short little window of space, the amount of these zones or stations you're going to have is going to decrease. But here I'm going to set out, probably get about 5 zones in my lounge here. Perfect. So I've got these 5 zones set out, and all I want you to do is just make a series of putts, just trying to get the ball to land as close, or to finish rather, as close to each of these stations as possible. So I'm going to make one putt. Okay, so perfect, that's right along the line. And then all I'm going to do is see how far up and how close to each of these stations I can get. Now, I only want you to progress on these stations until you feel the ball has ended up close enough to each station that you would feel pretty much 100% chance of holding that putt. Otherwise, if it's too far away, so too far past or too short, you are going to struggle if you don't feel comfortable and confident that you'll hold that putt. So how then can we work on getting a nice, consistent distance control? It is really through length of swing. So we want the length of swing of the putt to be a similar length back and through. And then all you're going to do after hitting each putt, once you've got it nice and close to that line, you're just going to gradually increase that length of swing. So not necessarily changing your perception of the speed of the stroke, purely just a gradual increase in that length of stroke. So we're then now onto my second station. I'm going to take a slightly longer length of stroke. And there we go, nice and close. And then as I work again, I'm going to go further up. So slightly longer stroke each time. And what you'll feel is it's a nice, smooth transition. So the speed doesn't increase. All you do is increase that length of stroke. So the length of the stroke is really important for increasing the speed of the putter head. And that in turn increases the speed of the golf ball. And why we want it to be nice and smooth and gradual increases, is so that way then you get nice, smooth, gradual increases in the distance that the ball goes. And you're really just trying to see how far up the ladder you can go without having to then start again. So if you make a stroke or make a putt and the ball ends up in an area or a distance from the station and you don't feel confident hitting it, you don't feel confident that you'll make that putt, then you start again. And it's just trying to see how far up that ladder. Each time you set your own personal best, and then from there you can then work to see how far up the ladder you go and work on improving that consistency of your length of stroke and how consistent you can kind of change and vary that. So let us know how you get on with that one. Thank you.